Hello and welcome everyone. I am Linda Israel and thank you so very much for being here at my live stream on YouTube. I go live every Monday at 3:45 p.m. Central Standard Time unless I'm on vacation or something else comes up, but generally I'm live or I have a premiere video that you can come and watch. If you're watching this as a replay after the live stream has ended and you're on a computer, you can look for the little gear at the bottom of the screen and change the speed. If you're on a mobile device, generally the three little dots at the top, you can use those to change the playback speed to get through it a little faster, because generally my live streams last around 2 to 2.5 hours. I want to thank Robin for being my moderator and administrator and note taker throughout the live stream. She is generally my one right-hand woman, if you will, and I am so thankful to have her. She also is an administrator of the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group. Occasionally, if she's not available, one of the other administrators will come over and help me, or a friend will help me moderate the video today. If you have questions, please feel free to put those in all caps and I'll do my best to answer those questions. If I don't see it, please ask again. Or if you know the answer to somebody's question, please answer it. Hey, if you have a YouTube channel, please feel free to share with us by saying, hey, I have a YouTube channel and this is what I do on it. You won't be able to share a link, but you can at least talk about your YouTube channel. Let's keep the chat upbeat, friendly, and helpful. If you are having a great day, let us know. But honestly, we don't want the negative, what is going on in the world right now, because we are here to escape that, to be inspired, to be friendly, and have some fun. During the live stream, you have an opportunity to earn junk bucks. You can type !bucks to see how many that you have once Junkie Joe is up, because this is preliminary and I've pre-recorded this. Once you have 2,000 junk bucks, you can redeem those by typing a word and you can get a $10 off coupon to my shop. How do you earn junk bucks? Just by being here, chatting with us. So make sure that you speak up in the chat so that Junkie Joe registers that you're here, and by playing the in-chat games, and then also whenever you make donations. Occasionally I have raffles. In fact, right now there should be Junkie Joe coming up. You can type !raffle just as that says, and you can enter the raffle to win 200 junk bucks. If you make a donation during my live stream, do go over to my website at lindaisrael.com. You can see the name scrolling across the bottom here, and create a user account. Once you've created a user account on my website, make sure that you use the contact me form and say, hey, my name is on YouTube and I donated, and then I can get you added to the YouTube donator membership on my website. What does that do? Well, a member of my website in the YouTube donator membership gets 5% off orders in my shop, gets several digital downloads for free, and during the live stream when you donate, you get a chance to win the journal that I raffle off at the very end. Throughout the live stream, I will have different raffles giving away prizes. If you will type !raffle when you see those come up, then you can have a chance to win those items. We're going to get started here in just a moment. Thank you so much for being here today. When the video is over, come back and leave a comment. Tell me what you liked about today's video, or if you have questions and you're watching this as a replay, use that comment section down below. Also, look in the description box to links to the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group, as well as by Linda Israel, my Instagram, Twitter, my website, and generally I try to update the products that I use, and those links are in the description box as well. All right, well, let's get started.
Okay. Oh, am I live? Can y'all see me? I'm having computer issues today. Hello. Hello. Okay, my computer just crashed. I think I had it set up that I was trying to live stream to Facebook too. So I don't know if that canceled or not. Hopefully it did, but if not, I guess it'll just be sitting there. So, hello! Can y'all hear me? Is everybody doing okay? Are you having a great day? Well, we are supposed to have some severe weather tonight, Jennifer. Okay. Are we back? Can y'all see me? I'm not seeing any messages that are kind of answering my questions. I'm blurry to you. Refresh. Hey, Julie. Okay. I think I see you. Hello. Welcome. We had a bumpy start. Not blurry to Julie. So it's just Robin. Oh, I think somebody sent me. Is it Robin? You're blurry. Just refresh, Robin. Oh, see my nails. I was trying to decide which ones to do today. So these are kind of a nude with a little bit of a glitter in them, and then it's got some stamping over the top. Yay! So, hello and welcome. How are y'all? It's been interesting. I thought I'd quickly show you. This is the embroidered piece I was telling you about that's going to be in the kit. I'm playing around with packaging. I have a piece of cardstock behind it. And then on this side, I've started packaging up some of the elements that are going to be in the creative kit. So I've got a bundle of tickets. There's 4 different styles of tickets. And then this is a piece of satin ribbon, and then there's about a yard, and then about a yard of some fabric that you can't really see, but it has a tiny pattern on it. And then I had this little lace pieces, and then I had these tea bags that I've given y'all some in the past. Well, this time I decided to fill it with the charms and whatnot, and so I'm playing around with how I want to package these items to make them look cute in the kit. And so this is what I had kind of started to come up with anyway. So I have to fiddle with it, right? So anyhow, that's going to be part of the music creative kit, and I hope to have this all up this weekend. I've got to take some pictures of some of the elements, and Norella is helping me with the thumbnails. So once I've got that done, then that'll be uploaded, and it'll technically, if you have a subscription with me, thank you, Margie, for your donation. Thank you. You will get your renewal on November, I think I set it for November the 3rd. That way if somebody didn't get paid until November the 3rd, that's when it'll come up. So be on the lookout for that. Well, glad you're here for just a little bit. So glad to have you here. So, basically, last week I started playing around with some scraps of paper that I had on my desk. I've been wanting to make this little journal. So I showed y'all some watercoloring. This is after it's dried. And I'm okay that it kind of bled through. It's part of the handmade charm of it. And here's the other one where I didn't like the way that frame was coming out. But, you know, you experiment. You try new things. And there's little pockets here. And then there's pockets on the inside with a rubber stamped image. Then we stenciled as well. So that was a little journal page that we made last week. And then this was a piece of paper that was left over. And I stenciled on the inside. And then I took a book page that I can't remember if I sprayed it live or it was after, if it was already sprayed, but I know I stamped it during the live. And then I added these little watercolor flowers that I made. And then I happen to have this paper that I stamped with the henna rose. And I've got a piece of wallpaper that I decorated. So I thought I would just kind of grab the next thingy that was in here and kind of play around. So I'm going to set this up here. Okay. And, oh, that's what I was going to do. So I was playing around and I've seen other people do this where they took a 12 by 12 piece of paper. So this is a 12 by 12 piece of paper. Okay. And what I did was, as I scored it at 3, 6, and 9, or 3, 6, 9, depending on which way you want to go. Okay. And then halfway point, which is 6 inches on the other side. And then I cut it from here to this first fold. Follow? And then you accordion fold this. And it becomes basically a little booklet. You've probably seen a bunch of tutorials on this. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. If you have a particular question, let me know. But it means just fairly simple. And then what I did was, this is 6 inches by 3 inches. So I just cut a piece of calico collage. I can't remember if this is from, I think this is from Grandma's Garden. I liked all of the flowers that were on here. And my thought was I would wrap that around on the outside, and basically then you end up with a little booklet that we can add some things to. So I'm going to start off by doing this. I know I want this to be a top load pocket, and I don't have my big paper. Oh, wait. This is my big punch. So I'm going to go up here. I'm looking at this to make sure that's the way I want it. Yes. So I'm going to go right here and make a thumb hole. Okay. And then I want to go on this side and make a thumb hole. I'll make it right in the middle. Why not? And then we're going to go at the top again for this one. Yeah, Constantina books, an accordion fold little book. It's just a great way, if you do have scrapbook paper, 12 by 12 scrapbook paper, how to use it up. So this way I thought would be kind of cute to add some additional journaling space to our bigger journal. I chose this paper because it was relatively plain, and I thought that way it could lend itself to having some more writing space. And I'm just going in where I punched the little thumb holes and adding some distress ink. I'd already kind of gone around the edges of the whole thing. So now what I'm going to do is I want to glue this closed as a pocket. So I'm going to get out. Oh, I didn't have it upside down. This is the glue bottle. Yeah, I know. Hello, Barb. Hello. This is the glue bottle that Jennifer gave me. So thank you, Jennifer, for that. And it makes a very thin bead. So hopefully I didn't clog it because it's been sitting here for a little while. So let me take a needle. Why can't I see? Oh, it was clogged. Okay. Uh-oh. The whole needle just went in. Well, that's not good, Linda. I know I have another one. Where are they? Right here. Okay, well, we'll just do this. We'll take the lid off of this one. See, we can always figure this out. Well, I thought I could. I may need a pair of pliers. This lid didn't want to come off. There we go. And I think the whole needle just went down in. All right, so we're just going to do this. It's a good thing I had multiples of these, right? All right, so I'll put that back in here. Now, let's shake this down. They were not very expensive, and I'm very thankful that they were given to me by my friend Jennifer. Okay, now if I can just get the glue to come down. I didn't have it stored upside down. Okay, now why? Oh, there it goes. I was like, why aren't you going? Of course, I can't see a bloody thing today. For some reason, my eyes are not cooperating. All right, so I'm going to close this over. And that's going to make a pocket on that page, okay? And then this page, we need to make a pocket. So I'll put glue down what would be potentially the spine and across the bottom. And I wanted to use this glue because it doesn't make a big, huge glue bottle anyway, line. That way I can really use those. Yeah, they're great little bottles. I'm glad to have them. They were from Hobby Lobby. They're called applicator bottles, and they were $3.99 for a set of 4. Hey, Bonnie, welcome. All right, so let's flip this over. Okay, so we got that one glued. So now we need to glue this one. So I'm just going to go down the side. Come on, get the glue out. All right. How is everybody? What have y'all been doing? You been doing anything fun? I have been working a lot. We've been really busy. This time of year through the end of the year is generally, it really starts to pick up in the embroidery and t-shirt printing business that we have. So we've been working some long hours, and I worked Saturday a little bit. So it's been super duper busy. Okay, so now we've got basically this little, I'm going to wipe off the glue off the spine here. This little concertina, as they said. These little bottles are awesome. All right, so we've got this little piece, and then I just chose to make a wraparound spine. And I don't think that I really need to tie it shut yet. Maybe we will before we get done. So I think what I'm going to do is lay this out flat. Let's kind of split this, yeah. And then glue this down. Hey, Kat, welcome. Hey, April. You glue the wrong sides. Yeah, I sat here and I had to think about it for a second. Because it's been a while since I've made these. I've made them different ways, but I thought, well, this would be kind of a fun way that you can use that 12 by 12 paper. But if you don't have 12 by 12 paper, you can modify it a little bit. Use some paper that you already have. Glue a couple of pieces together and basically make a 12 by 12 piece of paper, because it really doesn't matter what it looks like. If you want to use some copy paper, or you can use, maybe you've got some wallpaper or decorative paper in your stash that isn't scrapbook paper, and you can glue it all together. Okay, let's see. All right, then I'm going to just kind of go over the edge, because I'm sure, you know, it didn't get lined up perfectly. I'm so glad to have you. I've missed everybody. I've been busy, and it's been, to confuse you, Barb, I've been busy, and so had a rough couple of months, but we're trying to get back on track for the end of the year anyway. Put this back upside down so I can use it later. And then put this over here. All right, so I've got this little piece, and I thought what we would do is we'll just kind of decorate it a little bit and make some cards to go inside. I've got here, let me see, where's the one? This is the one that goes this way. I think I could cut this into some let's do 2.5 inches. And I may have to trim it down to fit the height, because these are 6 inches, but I can't remember if this card was 6 inches. Yeah, let's trim off just a smidge. So maybe make it, let's make it 5.5 inches. All right, I keep fiddling with this. And then this will go in there. Okay, that'll work. So it gives us a little card to put in there. And I've got this piece. So do we need to trim it down, or is it okay that it sticks out the top? I don't know. I think I want to trim it just a smidge. So let's take 1/4 inch off and see if that's enough. And then we need one more, and then we can decorate it and put it all together. I'm okay now. I've just, it's been rough. I want to keep positive, but we're okay. I'm surviving. I've had a lot of pain that I'm dealing with. Basically, it's from my feet up, in a sense. My feet hurt really bad because I'm having to be on my feet a lot. We've installed squishy flooring at the shop. I've got some new tennis shoes that are squishy. I'm trying to do foot exercises. Basically, I have a version of plantar fasciitis, so that's been very painful, and it sneaks up, goes up my calf, and then my calf hurts, and then my hips have been bothering me, causing me a lot of pain. It's hard for me to sit for long periods of time in the same position. I have to move around a lot, and it's also difficult for me to sleep because I'm in pain, and it wakes me up, or I can't get comfortable. So then when I don't sleep, I end up with migraines. So I have those to contend with. So I'm a mess. But I know that there are others that have it far worse than I do, so I am trying to survive with the lot that I've been given. Oh dear. You know, and humor is one of those ways to do it. You know, if someone had told me back in my 20s that I really needed to take better care of my body because when I get to 50, it's going to all go to pot. Oh, dear. All right. Come on, go in there. I shouldn't have punched both sides, I guess, because then it's difficult to get it to go. Okay, I like that because now it's tucked in to each spot. So now I have some of Norella's ephemera fussy cut images. Some of these are from different kits of hers. She's got some small ephemera kits that I really like. She's got some flower. Oh, thank you, Margie. You're so sweet. Thank you. I do have a gel that was given to me by a family member because they have a prescription and don't use it. And so I'm trying not to use very much of it because I have to, you know, beg them for them to refill their own prescription that they don't use. So I've been using it sparingly and just really trying to work through it without, you know, dealing with all that. That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, it's hard to, you know, if you don't have a chance to sit. Okay. Thank you for being here and thank you for hanging out with me. I think I'm scatterbrained. Sorry. Let's look to see. Oh, that might be kind of pretty to put, I don't know. I may cut off some of the flowers so that it goes over the page a little better. And I think that's from the Blue Bonnet kit. Blue Bells, Blue Bonnet. I don't remember. Blue something from Norella. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me. I just kind of just doing something just to be doing something. Oh, I like that. Focus on the good. I think we should make that, because that's what we need to do. Focus on the good. You know, we all have things that happen in our lives, and as I said earlier, some of you may have it far worse than I could ever think about, and I would never want to put myself in your shoes, because I probably would prefer my own pain. And you would probably say the same thing if you tried, you know, my pain out. So let's just know that we should always sympathize with our fellow humans, because you never know what they're going through. You may not be able to see what is happening with them, but it may all be internal and you can't visibly see it unless they're already to the point that they're falling apart in life. So try to be, I don't know, be kind to others out there. Okay, I think maybe putting that little bluebell on the side there. Let me get the little glue here. Oh, I also got some rubber stamps added to my shop that are part of the music kit. I think I will get a couple of them out and let's use them. All right, so I'm going to lay this in here. And I'll just cut off this excess, because I really wanted it closer to the edge, like that. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to get the rubber stamps. I forgot. My thought got lonely and left, y'all. So this is some of my new rubber stamps. I haven't laminated the sheet yet because I want to put a couple more on here. But I think this one would be kind of fun. And I didn't get this one made yet, but I'm getting ready to get the daisies and butterfly made. And I made them pretty big so that, you know, they would take up a pretty good size space. But I've got this one. And let me grab a scrap of paper, and we could stamp this kind of coming in from the edge. Let's do it in black. I haven't used this stamp yet, so let's see what happens. I may have to trim that out of there. Sometimes I press too hard on my stamps. Okay, let's do like that. Oh, that looks cool because it even got the treble clef in there. Cool. All right, let's do this. It doesn't go both ways, so I have this one. So I'll just put it on a different block. All right, that's right side up. And I'll just kind of put it right on the edge. Ah, there we go. Just a little swirly. All right, let's do these real fast. I'll just go through and just add a little bit. Don't stamp over the... Maybe we'll put this one up here. All right, so now we're going the other direction. So I'm going to go this way. I got a little off the edge, but that's okay. All right, so if I go this way, I'm going to fold this and stamp it. And then that way it kind of looks like it's coming from the other page. Okay, and then we'll stamp this one down here. Oh, on top of the other. And then this is covered, so we don't need that. So now I'm just going to put these back on my carrier sheet just so I have them for later. Get rid of the blocks. Go, swirls, go with your brain. Okay, focus on the good. So we're going to use this, and I think we should probably paste it to another piece of paper. Should I get... I've got this piece of blue. All right, so what I'm going to do first is just cut these out. And I believe this is from a good book, or it could be from the Bluebells kit from Calico Collage. What I did was I went into my computer and I printed a bunch of her images, but I printed them at different sizes because I thought they would be handy to fill in on my journals. Now, if you don't have a printer and you don't print, you can go to Amazon. Robin, you might have the link to one of Amazon, to her Amazon store in my links. And if you use my link, this is what's kind of a cool thing. If you use my link, I get a little bit of a commission. It doesn't cost you any extra on you buying Norella's journals, her printed journal kits is what I meant to say. So if you want to support both of us, you can use my link to go to her store and then buy one of her pre-printed books that have all the different themes she's put together. Yeah, if you've got premium, you're not going to see ads. YouTube is doing something different. I went in and I told it to do fewer ads because apparently last week it had it very frequent throughout the live stream. So I'm sorry, y'all. I got to pay the bill, so to speak. So I can keep the internet on and the lights on. Okay, so focus on the good. Get rid of the little scrappy pieces. And I think what I want to do is, do I just want to cut a square and put focus on the good on a little rectangle? Try to get a hold of that. And then put that on the front cover. I think that's what I'll do. All right, so I don't lose these. Go right here and stay. Let's get... I probably should have measured that, but I think what I want to do is just cut a piece. Put this back over here. I always keep my scraps from when I cut things out. All right, and then focus on the good. Okay, where did the on go? There it is. Focus on... Let's turn it this way so I can focus. Let's see how far apart that needs to be. So that would be 2 inches. All right, so I'm going to make a 2-inch tall. And I think what I want to do is focus on the good. Oops, focus on. Turn around every now and then. I get a little bit lonely. Maybe make it closer to the top. Something like that. Let's stress it. We're going to give it some distressing. Bye, Julie. See you later. Thanks for stopping in. Okay, so we'll go right around the edges. I'm using walnut stain. Okay. I wonder if I should stamp the background a little bit. I think I saw, if I don't have the wildflower stamp right here, maybe I'll get it. Oh, I do. I have it. I see it. It's already on a block. It's ready to be used. Okay, I'm going to try something, and there's 2 sides to a piece of paper, so if I don't like it, I'll flip it over and use the other side. That's how that works. course, you only get 2 shots at this. All right, so I'm going to take this piece, and I've got the wildflower, sketched wildflowers, and I'm going to ink that up in black ink, and I'll stamp it kind of close to the bottom. Okay, and let's add some distress inks to this piece. Should we color it? I wonder if we should give it a little bit of color. And then I was going to glue, focus on the good. Oh, we got to get it right side up. Maybe something like that. What do you think? And then this piece will glue on the front of our little folio concertina. What do you think? Miss the sound of distressing? I'm cheating and having a Coke. Henry bought 6-ounce Coca-Colas, and I only try to drink that every once in a while, blue moon type of thing. And I saw them in the refrigerator today before the live, so I thought, well, I'll get me one. So I added some ice and put it in there. Okay, you want to see some more watercolor painting? All right, well then, let's add a little bit of color to those flowers. It may or may not work, but we're going to try. And I think I'm just going to go in with a blue. So I'm going to spray this. I'm going to do it off so I don't get my desk wet. And I've got my little tub of water here. And I think I want this blue. So I'm just going to come in here with a little bit of blue. Here's one of my paper towels. I sewed on it because I was testing my sewing machine. I had to do an order where I had to sew on some ball caps with my home sewing machine, and it was not the easiest thing. All right, so let's see. Let's see what happens if I just kind of color that. I may want to add a little bit of water. Okay, I think I like that. Let's go zoom in on that. Let's see if y'all can see that okay. So I just added a little bit of water to my brush. Oh, I did get the new set of watercolors. I have not gotten them all the way open yet, but I can show you what they look like. I was going to do a video showing what they look like, and I didn't get to that today. Okay, I kind of like that. Just clean off my brush. Let's get a little bit of some yellow. That apparently is going to be green, but that's okay. I think that looks pretty good. Let's do this green. I did look at some trays. I want to get a ceramic watercolor palette because what I've been reading and watching videos is if you're trying to mix watercolors and you do it on a plastic tray, they stain and then it's no longer white, so you can't really see if you've got the right color. I kind of like that. Let's put some pink. Let's put some pink on the little Queen Anne's lace looking stuff. Oops, that kind of bled in. Come on. I'm just dotting. How's that? You like that? Just a little bit of touch of watercolor. All right, so let's put this over here out of the way. And I got the new, I ripped off the plastic, but I hadn't Oh, I got it. But this is a new kit that I got. The link's in the description box. It's 50 colors in here. So there's 50 colors. It comes with a palette to paint, and it has a little bit of a mixing palette up here. It's $16. You know, instead of using a paper towel, you use the sponge. And then it has a couple of brushes. I can't even get them out, so I'll leave them in there for now. This is a water brush. Let me see if this is the kind that this came with it. Okay, for some reason I can't get anything open today. Wow. Well, how are you supposed to fill it? I wonder if this is one of those that you're supposed to put it in the water and squeeze and it sucks it up in there. Okay. But that's what it looks like, and it has lots and lots of colors, and I think that'll be a handy kit to have. All right, I'm going to put it back together because I want to do a video where I kind of review it. All right, there. All right, I'm going to dry this with my heat tool a little bit. I kind of had a little bit too much and it smeared, but I'm okay with that. Okay. I'm just kind of drying that a little bit. I like that. All right, so now we're going to glue this down. Focus, and then on the good. I thought I heard Hercules throwing up. I heard a weird noise. Okay. Put that right here. Let's put on right here. And I think I want to put the good there. Or do we want to do it like this? I think we'll do it that way. So now we just kind of made our own little custom piece. Now, if you don't have a rubber stamp, maybe you've got a magazine that had a little pretty image in it. You could fussy cut that out and glue it onto a book page if you don't have colored cardstock. You could also dye paper with Kool-Aid and food coloring, which are things that usually people can get their hands on. Okay, focus on the good. What do you think? I think it might need, I'm going to put this right here just so that maybe a piece of a book page on it. I was trying to see if I had something. Maybe like just a strip. See if I can rip this without ripping it into pieces. So what if we were to take this and just made that a little layer, adding some distress inks to that piece. Is that a good little piece? Busy, busy day. All right, so I'm just going to take this piece and use the blue cardstock backside to help me distress the edges. So if you've got a really fragile piece of paper, back it with another piece of paper, even if it's just holding it there. You can also glue it to another piece of paper, and then that way you know it's not going to rip on you. Got to refill the iced tea. Okay, like that. Oh, I keep moving that, but I don't need to. I think I like that. All right, so let's glue this together. Got the glue here. I'm going to put a little bit of glue right here and then grab the book page and kind of line it up where I want it. You know what? Before I glue this down, I want to sew on here. So let's get the sewing lamb. Thank you, Giovanna, for the sewing lamb. And I think I'm going to add, I thought I saw a piece of lace here a minute ago that was wide enough. Where did I see that? Is that too big? I think that would be okay. Okay. All right, what I'm going to do is I'll put just a smidge of glue right here to help hold the lace in place. And then what I want to do is go to the sewing machine and stitch right in here, which will catch that lace together and sew it all as one piece. Sewing Lambo! All right, so let's go here. So I've got a regular sewing machine. I've got it set on a zigzag stitch. I have black thread in my upper and my lower. You may prefer to have ivory or white thread or whatever color you have on hand. And I'm just going to stitch where it doesn't have any glue because I don't want to glue or stitch through the glue because it sticks to the needle. So that made a nice little embellishment, didn't you think? I think I've got too much light. Is that better? Hey, Rhonda, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, computer, cooperate. All right, so now we've got this little concertina that I thought would put that right there on the front cover. So I'll get my glue. And let's glue this down. So I'll put some glue right here. This is one of these things that you can embellish it to your heart's content, or you can keep it relatively simple. My thought was to keep it somewhat flat. So that's why I sewed that lace to kind of help hold that into place. I think that looks good. All right, so now we've got this piece, we've got this piece. I've got some pink, but let me see if I've got some blue. Oh, I've got this blue ribbon, and I have my hole punch. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to pull these out because I know they're going to be in the center-ish. And I think what I'll do is pull this to the edge here and make it even with the edge as best I can. And I'll use my slot ID punch and make sure that I'm not getting into the pink and punch that. So let's add some distress inks to these, and then we'll add some of this blue lace that I have here to decorate these a little bit. All right, distress ink. I was picking the pink because I was trying to add a little bit more pink, because last week I did a whole bunch of blue items. So I was trying to add a little bit of pink because I knew that I had a mix of both in here. Okay, I've got that one. Let's do this one. Distressing. Oh, so here's something that Henry was being really upset this morning because he put some clothes in the dryer and he was standing at the dryer, which was hot, and he was hot because he gets flustered when he has to be in a hurry, or he thinks he's in a hurry. And he goes, "Why are all my clothes wrong side out?" They went in the wash right side out. How do they get wrong side out? This is annoying. That's not what he said, but that's close to what he said. So when you wash your clothes, have you ever noticed that you make sure to put it in right side out, and then you do the laundry and you're taking it out of the dryer and you're like, how did this get wrong side out? Margie has the same problem. I've never noticed it with my clothing. But Aaron Marie was not happy this morning because he had to keep redoing everything. Okay, I've got 3 little laces here. Okay. I'm just wondering if anybody else has that same issue. Drives Margie nuts. I guess I've never noticed it. Not enough to bother me is all I can think. Maybe I just think that's part of doing laundry. Alright, so I'm just going to cut this. So I've got a little piece sticking out, and we're going to go to the sewing machine in a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this one under the presser fit. It just happens. No one's out to get you. It just does it. There aren't gremlins in there messing with your laundry. 2 socks go in, 1 comes out. You know, I'll tell you the best way that has helped me with socks in the past especially was I put all the socks I was washing inside a laundry bag that you're supposed to wash your unmentionables in or delicates in, and that way they always come out because I put them in that bag so they can't go anywhere. And sometimes I think what happens is the sock isn't really gone. It's usually inside another garment, like in the sleeve or the pant leg. Yeah, it's the dryer L's. Dryer L's. All right, let's, what happened to him? Here he is. The sewing lamb. We're going to do some sewing again. So I'm just going to stitch right across that lace. Now you could hand stitch it, you could staple it, you could tie it in a knot, but I didn't want a big bulky, oops, I didn't get my thread cut all the way, a big bulky knot, so I just stitched over that. I'm going to do this one as well. And I'm using up some of this lace. This lace is actually from the Winter's Bliss kit, the very first kit I did. I purchased a whole big bundle of lace. It was different types of vintage lace, and I cut it up and used it in the kits, but I still had some left over. All right, so there's that one. Use a binder clip to clip the socks together. That's a good idea too, because I know I have some. Here's one. Like a binder clip. You should use that to clip them together. When I was younger, I remember my mom, we had these rings that basically had like a star pattern in the middle with a hole. And what you did was you poked the socks through that hole. That looked really bad. You poked the socks through that little hole and they stuck. So you didn't have to worry about them coming apart because they were already together. So, oh, she has burns from pulling out the laundry from those clips. Yeah. I think that little plastic disc was a neat thing. But I think the laundry bag's a better idea because then you just shove them all in there and tie it shut, zipper it shut, whatever, and then it goes through the laundry, goes through the dryer, and it comes right back out. Another thing that I do is I no longer buy socks except for one color and one size, one style, because I got tired of, if I did lose a sock, that I just, could just pull the next one forward. It was no big deal. So when I wash them, I don't have to worry about matching them because they're all the same. Yeah, who takes the laundry out? Mine sits there for a couple of days. Well, Margie, if you have your own laundry mat in your home, it's a lot easier than those that might have to go to the laundry mat, which is a public space, so they have to get their laundry out. All right, so should we add a little something to these guys? Oh, I know. I've got this little sunflower. So let's stamp that. All right, so we're going to do like this. So let's put it across the corner. Just adds a little decorative touch to it. Let's put this one up here. And we'll do this one over here. There. That was the, is that corner sunflower or angled sunflower? Just type sunflower. You might find it. Yeah, you have your own private laundromat. I do too. That's called a laundry room. Poke, poach, nudge, nudge. All right, we're doing a raffle for 200 junk bucks here in a few minutes. So go ahead and get in on that. Okay, I like this. Oh, wait, let's turn it this way because it's obvious that the holes that I made were at a different... There we go. That fits better. And then this one goes up here. Okay, I like that. So what else should we do? Should we add some words? Let's see. Oh, I've got a little dragonfly here. I can see it. I can see it. It's right there. So we could put a little dragonfly on here. I don't know. Maybe I'll put it there. I'm going to put something else here. These are some of my stamped images. I think that would be too big. I've got a different dragonfly. We could put it over the music. Let's do that one. Okay. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue to the back side of this dragonfly. This is one of my rubber stamps that I fussy cut out. Okay, and then let's look at some words. How about do we want to do be extraordinary? I think we'll go right above it. How's that? I got a mess going on here. It's a hot mess, let me tell you. Okay. I think I may need to turn my fan on in here. I kind of like that. So it kind of flows from one page to the other. How about my thoughts linger here, and then we'll put the dragonfly on this side. Okay. I'm all about just adding some little decorations here. I think maybe we need another fussy cut flower from Calico Collage. So let's see. Oh, here's a little one. We could put this little one right there. How's that? Let's add some distress inks to it. Do y'all have plans for Halloween? It's just next week. I believe that since Halloween falls on Tuesday. Thank you, Margie. I think we're supposed to go, that's Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday to my in-laws for dinner. We haven't decided what we're going to have for dinner. We'll go tomorrow night and have dinner with them. We already know that menu because we discussed it. We're going to have fajitas. Okay, I like that. Just kind of simple. All right, so let's see. What can we put over here? Oh, I've got a little birdie. Oh, we could put the birdie right there, kind of on the little swirls. Y'all, into the raffle. Eating candying is that's what you'll be doing. And let's see. I thought I saw a little word phrase I wanted to use, but it's not in that one. It's never in the one you want, right? Create magic. What else we got here? Choose. Oh, here we go. Don't forget to fly. What do you think? I think that would be good right there. And how about choose joy up there? Trying to see if I can find something. Maybe we'll use that on a different page. What did I do with it? I'm losing my mind. There it is. I didn't put it back where it was supposed to go. I don't know. Is that too big? I fussy cut that out earlier, but I'm thinking that might be too big for right there. For colder, chili, yeah. Gonna make sandwiches. You're gonna go out and watch all the kiddos. I don't know if they go trick-or-treating in your apartment complex or not. I know there's a couple of churches in our area that are doing the trunk or treat. So they're basically setting up their cars. Oh, this one might be better because it's smaller. How's that? That's a lot better. That's good right there. And so you go and you just basically walk from each car back end that they have decorated. And I saw a couple of churches are doing that here in Yukon. Okay, I think that one looks better. All right, let's glue all this down. You don't get kiddos, but they're not, yeah, they probably go somewhere else. There should be some stuff. There's not, I don't think they're doing anything at the park this year for Halloween. Sometimes they do events at the park. Soon we'll be having the Christmas decorations at our park. They have a huge light display that they put up from Thanksgiving to Christmas, New Year's actually, I think is when they close it. So there's a lot of neat things that they put up. Okay, I like that. And then let's click over here. We got two more spots here. Yeah, here and here. We could put that down low, or I could put it up here at the top. So if we were to put that right here, kind of, I think maybe right there. I think that one we just already established was too big. You do not fit my needs. This kind of looks like a border, so let's do that. You spent $300 in candy this year, or $3? Yeah, the Halloween isn't the same anymore. I agree with that. Okay, well, we'll go through it. You can walk through it, of course. But yes, I'll take you through it. I thought we had already. Yeah, well, I live over here, Sally, so I have to deal with this traffic every night if I go out towards the park. So I totally understand, but I do recommend that you go early. The earliest that you can get there when it's dark is usually the least amount of traffic. Don't go on a Friday or Saturday night unless that's your outing. You enjoy being in traffic. If you love being in traffic, be my guest. How about aspire to be amazing? Not the same to walk through it. Well, some people like walking through it. Okay, I like that. All right, so we spent all that time, and I just remember I got to do the raffle. Sorry. Woo. Let's put this over here. I need to stamp out some more words so I have them to use. All right, put that back in there. You go in here. Back where you belong. So there's the front. We'll flip through that here in just a moment. Let me pick the winner. I'm gonna do it! Giveaway. All right, the winner of 200 junk bucks is Giovanna. Congratulations, Giovanna. I'll get that added to your account. So we're gonna go here. No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna say 1. All right, here we go. Open giveaway. I'm going to give away a $10 off coupon to my shop. If you want to enter the raffle, you can do so now. All right, so now we've got this little piece that we open it up, and we've got a little tag up here that has been stamped on. And then we flip that over and did some stamping on it. We've got another tag in here. And then got this page, and we got a tag up there. So you can write on here, you could add photographs. And it's relatively thin. It doesn't take up a whole lot of room. Y'all enter the raffle so that when we are messing with our journal, it would fit within. Okay, so I can put it in a pocket here if I want. I don't know yet what we're going to do, so I keep adding things to it as I go. Like here's a page that I made. I think I talked about this last week. I used a piece of tissue paper and backed it with a piece of scrapbook paper. After I stamped on it, I sewed it together, and then I made a little pocket. Just kind of playing around with different things. I think this is the same paper. It is. I guess I could show that technique. Why not? We'll play with that. All right, where's this tissue paper? So I have this plethora of tissue paper that when Henry embroiders a shirt, it comes with a piece of tissue paper in it. So I was trying to figure out ways to use it So I'm just going to lay it in my box. I'm going to put my gloves on because I'm going to get some Tattered Angels. And I will spray it for a moment. And I think what we'll do, I thought I had another one already done, but I don't see one. So we'll set it aside to dry because it'll take it a little bit. I've got vintage pink Tattered Angels. And I'm just shaking that up. And so I just sprayed that all over. And I've got indigo blue. So I'm going to add a little bit of blue to that. And I know you can't see it because there's another piece of paper underneath it. But, oh, I ripped it. Dang it. See, I knew I didn't want to touch it. But I should have enough that won't matter. Alright, so I'm going to lay this aside and we'll come back to it. And what I'll do is I'll attach it to this piece. So, put that back in here. Put this piece right here so I know where it's at. So we'll let that dry. And let me get out another thing that I was starting. So get my tray. Kind of laid out. Oh, here we go. Oh, I think I want to do something with this, so let's do that. All right, so these are kind of some scraps and random pieces of paper that I want to make into a journal page somehow. So what do we got here? I've got a couple of book pages that have images on them. Like they have plant material. And my thought was I want to cut these out. So I think, do I want to cut them straight? I think I do. So I'm just going to come in here with my paper cutter and cut that out. Kind of make it a little cutout piece. So this is out of a gardening book. So if you don't have a lot of images, you might pick up a gardening book or two. And then you'll have some little images that you can use. I'm going to cut that one out. Lay these right here for now. I think I'll cut this one out as well. If I remember, there's one on the other side. So I'll have to decide which one I want. Oh, no, there's not one there. It's on this one. Okay. So I got that piece, and then just book page. Okay, here's some more. So we're going to cut these out. And we may not use them all, but I wanted to have them cut out so I could use them. If you don't have them ready, then it's kind of hard to use it, right? Traffic in Branson. Yeah, the traffic around the Christmas display is crazy, but I've not been in Branson for Christmas, but we did drive through on New Year's, and it was pretty busy even on its off time or off season, if you will. It was still very busy. All right, so we've got a few little images here. I think what I want to do is get another book page, which I saw some over here. Maybe, oop, I got more pieces than I planned to get. And I want to make sure it's not bigger than my biggest page. So I don't remember which one that is. I think it's this one. Okay, so I'm going to use that as my guide to cut my paper. First, I'm going to fold this in half. And then, looking at this needs to be about 4.5 inches. So I'm going to come in here at 4.5. And I want it to be no more than 7-ish inches tall. Maybe 7 and a smidge. A smidge. That's a technical term. Thank you so much for being here, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out with me. Okay, so we'll put that back over here. All right, so I got this piece. That's kind of my base. And I chose a really thin book page because I want to glue other stuff on top of it. And I happened to find this image in my stash. And I've got this image that was in my stash. And we got 2 sides to this paper. So I'm thinking maybe, do we want to do something where we have a pocket across the bottom? And I've got this one I did not cut up yet, but I may, oh, here we go. I've got some music. So I could put that in the middle. Oh, thank you, Jennifer, for your donation. In the middle. So if I would put that right here, this would go over here. This piece would go like that. And then we've got a pocket that we can put in right here. You like that kind of concept? All right, so first thing I want to do is I want to distress this piece a little bit. I'm trying to decide, it should be plenty thick enough. Okay. Cut this in a moment. I got hair in my mouth. Quit it. Don't be doing that to me. And I think what I want to do is, I don't want to cut it too short, so I'm going to fold this over. Okay, now, do I need to trim off the white or the blank area? I think I can leave it. Then this piece is going to kind of cover up the bottom. And then this piece will go over here. I kind of like that. And we could put one of the bigger fussy cut elements in the middle. I need to be bigger than that. Maybe not. I think I want to. I think what I could do instead is stamp on this piece. So I'm just kind of gauging where I want it. And I've got the sketched wildflowers again. Okay, and I think I'll just kind of stamp that in the middle like that. Now, do I want to do some sewing and make this pocket have stitches on it? In fact, what I could do is put stitches all the way around. So we're going to first glue this piece down. Okay. And I'm trying to get a hold of this, and I want it to be just a smidge under. Going right up to the edge. And because this is a really fragile piece of music, I'm just going to flip this over and then use my bone folder on the other side to help smooth that out. and then we'll come back. All right, that looks pretty good. So now I'm going to glue this here. All right, we'll put that down right there. I think these flower images are book plates. They came out of a book a long time ago. Okay, so this piece, I want to get it right up against the edge. And I'll just use my scissors, not my those scissors. Where's my other scissors? Ah, they're on the sewing machine. All right, I'm just going to trim this off like so. And let's distress this edge. And we'll distress this edge. Okay, I like that. Giovanna wants some junk books. Get some water. Okay, I like that. I'm trying to decide before I glue it down if there's anything I want to change on there. You know what? I'm going to look here. I don't know if that's too much. I've got these little bins that I put stamped images in, so I'm trying to decide, oh yeah, wait, maybe one of these would be good. This is one of Norella's digital images. Okay, what's this? Maybe we'll do, I got a couple of blue. How about this bird? So if I were to put these together, those will go in the pockets. I think we need something on top of here. I just saw this piece. I kind of like the idea of that. Just a little bit of a rough edge. Oh, I know what I can do. I've got some blue ribbon here. And we could put a little bit of blue ribbon or the lace. I've got some lace that I haven't used a lot of. All right, so if I put this on here, and then I've got this blue lace here. And then maybe put that right here. And I can stitch these together on here. So it'll give it a little different look. What do you think? Now, should I make this a tuck spot? It's really thin paper, but I think we could get away with it. So here's what we're going to do. Remove this up, pull this down, and we're going to use our glue. Go here. Go here. And then we're going to kind of center it on the page. All right, I think I'm going to like this. Trying to smooth it out. Not focused today. Come on! Wake up, everybody! Oh, Glitter Boss wiped the floor. Meh, meh. Oh, is that it? No one was in the game. All right, so I'm going to go right across here. Well, maybe it's everybody is busy and distracted. Maybe I should just get off early today. I could finish this side of the journal anyway, and then we can go if that's what you would like. I'm pretty flexible. All right, now I'm going to take this piece And we're going to put it in the glue here. I was going to do it this way. So put it right here. I'm using Fabri-Tac just to help hold that lace into place because I don't want to fight with it when I go to the sewing machine. So we got the sewing lamb. So I'm just kind of pressing that into place. Get my fabric scissors out. All right, so we're going to go to the sewing machine and we're going to stitch that. But so we're all prepared, I'm going to go ahead and distress the edges of this one. I think the images are done. I just need to do the journal cards. That'll give that a chance to dry. Hey, Ruby Lily. We're shopping. It's easy to just kind of keep going. You could get in there and just distracted on all those digital images. She has a bunch. She's been adding some more. And I think you're going to love the music kits that she has done the digitals for. That'll be part of the printed kit as well as the digital downloads. I'm excited to be able to start using them. I spent a little bit of time this weekend getting a set printed so that I could show them to y'all. I think what I want to do is just put a little glue right in the middle just to help hold this in place. And we're going to stitch around these. We could add a little bit of lace. I think I saw where I put that. Okay, I think I saw it. Here it is. What if we just did a little piece of lace just sewn right here on the top like that? I've almost used all this little bit up. I got a little tiny bit left. This was, I think, from a swap or from Happy Mail part of the swap. If that makes sense? Where sometimes people, when you're doing a swap, they send you extra goodies. And I think this might have been an extra goodie. So kind of using that up. So I'm thinking maybe right in the middle. And then do we want to do the middle on this one as well? Probably. Okay, so we're going to go to the sewing machine. And I want to stitch around this piece here. I'm going to leave this part open so you could kind of use it as a little tuck spot. And then we're going to stitch around these pieces. Oh, you already got the stamps in your cart? Well, good. I hope you enjoy them. I hope you like it. All right, so I'm going to start here and just stitch around. The glue is dry, so I'm not going to worry that it's going to gum up my sewing needle. And you don't have to sew this. You could just glue it and be done. But I like the way the stitches look. There's been a lot of ladies that have been doing some slow stitching in their journals, which is basically just using a sewing needle by hand and stitching. All right, so I'm going to lay this where it's right in that area that I want to stitch. There we go. And I'm going to come down the side. Just adding a little bit of stitching to my journal page. And you could stitch every little piece together if you like. So there's that one. Kind of paint colors. That's one of Norella's kits. All right, so now I'm going to do this one. And I can't remember if she called these watercolor cards, but she had a whole set of these watercolor images where you had the little swatches, and then she had several different with butterflies and flowers, and of course a bird here. I thought they were really pretty. Oh, I'm out of thread. Time to replace the bobbin. I sewed, I think it was 36 ball caps that this customer needed a patch sewn on, because when they tried to do the heat press to just use the heat adhesive on it, it wouldn't stick because the ball cap was a mesh on the side panels, and so that plastic didn't want to adhere to the back side of their patch. So they asked me if I would stitch them. So I finagled my sewing machine and shoved that cap up under here and sewed it down. I even took a picture of what it looked like when I was doing it. All right, now my nose itches. All right, let's go back over here. Okay, so I stamped. I sewed that. So we got this piece and this piece. And I thought this would look really cute on the bottom of our page here. And we can add some other embellishments on here. All right, so let's glue this down. So I'm going to come right here. I know there's a little gap there, so come all the way down. Okay. Glue it down. I knew there was that tab hole there, so that's why I turned it over so I didn't glue on my table. Whoop, whoop. Giovanna got 60. So did Margie. All right, so those are going to go in there, but I want to put them in there yet. All right, so I did all this fussy cutting on these, and we didn't use them. So I'm going to flip this over, and we're going to use them on this side. How about, oh, I've got these images. I don't know. I was just playing around. Let's see. What if we were to put that up here? Maybe something like that. I've got two of these, so I was trying to figure out a way that I could include this blue fabric, maybe, or paper. Maybe what we do is go down the middle. That might be what we do, is go down the middle here, like that. And then this piece can go here. I could even go a little bit further, maybe. I'm just piecing it together. All right, so then we got this piece over here. We got this piece over here. So we just need something in the middle here. Well, let's see. My nose itches. Oh, let's go back to my tray of papers and see if there's something. Oh, that's a pretty piece that's left over. Yeah, I got out this this paper because I wasn't sure if I would use it or not, and I'm kind of thinking that maybe what I could do is put this down and then this over it, and that just kind of fills the page. Does that make sense? Let's put that back over here. And I don't need these doodads, I don't think. I don't think there's a necessary to put more pockets on this side. I do want to add something to the pieces here that, so what do we want to do? Do we want to stencil on those? We could do a little bit of stenciling on here, which would give us some more pattern at the top. And we need to go around these with distress inks. Trying to see what stencil I want to, you know, I already have this one out. So let's do this. Slide this over here. Let's get a scrap of paper. Let's lay down. And I think I want to do blue on top of that. So I'm going to put my gloves on just because it gets so messy. All right, y'all still with me? Have I bored you to death? All right, I think we'll do, let's do blue print sketch. And I've got my little blue blending brush. I'm just kind of making little circles all the way across. So it should kind of give this a little bit of a purple hue. That's what I think anyway. Yeah, kind of a purpley blue. I think that will look good. Yeah. All right, let's do this one. Robin's still here. You're tied to your chair? Uh-oh. Why did the cat tie you down? Is it because it wanted to be petted? Ah. Okay. There we go. Gotta watch that cat. They'll get you. The dogs do the same thing. They'll climb up on your lap and won't let you leave. Can't go anywhere. Alright, I like the way that looks. Let's add some distress ink to these pieces that we have here. Using all these scraps and bits and pieces. Kind of gives it that vintage look. She's mean. Just mean, mean, mean. It's funny because Henry will be sitting in his recliner and he's waiting for a break in the movie show, whatever we're watching on television. And so the break is here and he's going to get up. And always, like a minute before that break, one of the dogs will climb over and get in his lap when he wants to get up. Always happens to him. I may not need all of that, but I thought I might as well get it all ready. Alright, so I'm trying to decide, I think, because I don't think this is big enough to do the bottom here. Was it? You know, sometimes you can change your mind. That is okay. This one was going to go over here. I mean, I could put that right in the center, or instead, because this is what I was thinking, but I could put this across. And then we're going to put these. Do we want to go that way? That leaves a little bit of a gap. Or we can put them sideways. Like that. What do you think? Just making layers. And of course we'll glue some other stuff up here, but I know it's not a lot of writing space, but it's some. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is move this out of the way. I think I am going to glue over this piece. So we're going to glue these two pieces down first. So just kind of sliding things out of the way a little bit. Okay, so this piece will go right here in the corner. And then this piece will go in the other corner. Oh my gosh! You needed more help, Margie. You're going to have to tell everybody to rally the troops. If anybody, you're not, if you're watching this replay, there's an in-chat game that they're playing, and there's an algorithm that goes in, and when they enter, it determines if everybody wins, or certain people win, or nobody wins. Well, apparently twice now, the algorithm has wiped everybody out. Oh, that's funny. My nose itches. Dadgummit. All right, so I'm thinking putting the first one there. And then let's see, do I want to put this under or over? And then this piece is going to go here. I think over might look better. Yeah, okay, so we're going to put these two pieces down. Put that up here. And then before I glue this piece down, I just want to see how far. I don't have to come all the way. It's right about there. Okay. Oh, well. You need an army, exactly. That's a junk journal army. Okay, so I'm just bringing that down just a smidge. Technical term, you know. Trying to get it lined up. And then we'll put this piece right over the top. It's a way to use up those scraps, or if you don't have a lot of printed papers, whether they be scrapbook papers or a scrapbook book of paper, or I can't get my words out, or Norella's Calico Collages images, you know, and you're cut apart the book, but you got little pieces left over. Well, this is an idea. So I'm going to put this over here. Yep. Get out those lightsabers. Get your scissors out. Get ready to cut down the enemy. All right, so then these pieces are going to go up here. All right, so now I need to find something to put at the top, because I feel like it's needs something either stamped or a stamped image that's been colored and fussy cut out. I could use one of my watercolor little blocks. Let's see if I've got one that goes. All right, so where did I see those? Right here. Maybe I should make a smaller one. You know, I think is that what I want to do, is make something really small? Because that's kind of big to go on here. So let's see if I can do this. I saw a piece of watercolor paper here a minute ago. All right, so if I make this one like that size, that's what I'm thinking. You know, making it really, really small. So, get the watercolors out again, since I already have these open. Let's spray them. and get my brush. And here's my container of water. All right, so I'm just kind of getting that wet. All right, so probably let's do we want to do a purple or more blue? Let's do this blue. All right, so I'm just going to make little dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm cleaning out my brush a little bit. I'm just kind of adding little petals. So it just makes a little bitty flower. Do you think that looks pretty good? Let's zoom in. Come on, computer. There we go. I think that'll look good as a little piece. We can put it right there and then maybe put a word to the side of it. So let's do that again over here. So I'm just going to grab and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clean off my brush. Add a little bit of water and then just kind of watercolor that out. And these are tiny. I think this is like an inch. Okay, I'm going to clean my brush. And I want this to hurry up, so I'm going to get my heat tool out and dry it. Hurry, hurry, hurry. You like it? Just little pieces, little itty bitty pieces. Send cupcake. One of my customers asked me to do a special job for them, and I wasn't sure how much to charge them, so I said, you know, he brought me these maple bacon cupcakes a while back. I said, those were pretty good, so he brought me some cupcakes, and I just remembered they're at the shop. I didn't eat all of them, so I'll have a cupcake tomorrow. Okay, I think that's pretty dry, so now I'm going to go in, clean my brush again, and get just a little bit of some yellow, and just kind of make little dots here in the middle. Okay, try not to do too much in there. And clean my brush, and then I want some green, so I'm going to grab a little green. And let's see, how do I want to do this? I always have problems doing leaves. I think I'm just going to do what I've been doing, which was making a little mark and then coming back with a wet brush, just water on the brush, no color, and moving that color, because if I don't, I haven't practiced enough, I'm getting too much pigment and it doesn't move around like I want. So that kind of gives it a little bit. I'm still in the shot here, I hope. Okay, and then let's do that one more time. Just kind of moving this water around. And it's okay if they're imperfect. You know, they're just a little filler. All right, clean my brush off, close my container, move that out of the way, move this out of the way. And then I'm going to hit that with the heat tool again. Ah! Oh my goodness. Ah. It's been lonely, so because y'all haven't been with me, I haven't been available for y'all. Junkie Joe's lonely, so he's taking it out on you. Alright, so I'm just going to add some distress inks to the edges. Let's do the same over here. Okay. So, if we're to put this in the side here, maybe. Oh, I got to get in the picture so you can see what's going on. Let's go zoom out. And let's see what we've got word-wise. Do we want something like memories? Or what else? How about on this day and memories? What do you think? I think that would work, maybe. It's been, Junkie Joe's just being stingy today. Alright, so I'll put those back in my little container. Best I can. Cooperate now. Oh, I'll have to show you an idea that I came up with the other day too. Okay, so I think that's what we want. Maybe even put the words down and then position the little watercolor flowers over it. I could go this way. What do you think? I don't know. Well, that's just a little piece. I was trying to see if I had a little piece. Oh, I've got this. And I saw a punch earlier. Where did it go? That's the tag punch. Oh, I have this heart. All right, let's see what happens. Oh, I forgot I need to make my acrylic block. There we go. If you didn't see what I did was I lay an acrylic block over my punch and then punch, and it makes it even. I don't know, it just seems to work better. Okay. My thoughts were maybe something like that. Let's make it a little cluster. All right, we're going to do the raffle here in a moment. Your knowledge is winning with the most bucks. Okay. She might be on a different account. Sometimes that happens. Okay, so I was thinking something like that. But it covers up, doesn't it? Oh, well. We don't have a lot of writing space. I can make it up higher. I think we'll put it up higher. Like that. I can't decide. I could move that heart where it comes off the page. Maybe that's what I'll do. Okay, I got it. I got it. So, I'm going to add some distress inks to the back side of this heart because it's going to show on the other side of our page a little bit. And I'm going to glue right here and just line this up with the edge. And I'll do the same thing over here. Why'd you miss? What you doing getting on the phone, Miss Edmondson? You're supposed to be paying attention to me. Well, we've been putting together a journal page here. And I think I've got it now. So I'm going to put on this day, and then I'll put this little flower right there. So we get the heart, and we get a little bit of the dude over. You know what? She can rewind this and watch it later. Okay. So I made a tiny, tiny little watercolor flower, Jennifer. So this is approximately, let me get my ruler out so you can see it. This is approximately a 1-inch little square that I watercolored some flowers, a flower on. And now I'm just making a little cluster here. Okay. And then we're going to put this one over here. Are we doing a boss fight? Okay, let me get in. Let me type it. Let's see if I get my... Go like this. There. That way it has more than one person. Okay, and then we've got this one. Just kind of put it down a little bit low. Right about here. Okay, smoosh it, smoosh it, smoosh it. And which way do I want to do this? I don't know. We'll go this way. So I'm going to take this and fold it in half. Hey, I did pretty good getting it lined up too. Kind of smooth that out. So this was one side of the journal, and I made page. Then I made this little journal card to go in here. And I don't have anything for here yet. So let's see what I have over here that I've already kind of got made up. I've got these little pieces. They were a rubber stamp set that I've had forever. And I thought, well, maybe they might look kind of pretty poked down in there. We could put something on here, sentiment-wise, couldn't we? Yes. Let's see what we've got. How about journal? This is from my little journal quartet, the small one. So that could go there. I kind of like that. Just keeping it fairly simple. And I think I'll put it down low. Kind of like that. We got some. We got 26 that time. Oh, dear. All right, well, I'm almost done here. We're going to get off here in just a few minutes. I want to thank y'all for hanging out with me today. I don't know. We may continue this on next week, the day before Halloween, just because I do want to finish this, and it gives me a chance to unwind a little bit. I feel like I need something in here, and it doesn't have to be really vibrant, I don't think. So why don't I look for a stamp that I think... Oh, I know. I've got this little guy. He's from the Bunny and Flower Duo. And I'm going to get out my sepia tone. And I think I want to put it like that. There. That way, if you want to write something in here, you still can. We just added a little embellishment there. So that was this side. So we had a little pocket. And then this little piece. You can poke it up like a sideways. And then this sage doesn't have any pockets on it, so you've got writing space here. You could add some more writing space here. In fact, we could add a What did I see the other day? I thought I had another piece. Oh, I know what I have. I have some of Norella's lined journal pages, and we could put just a little piece right here. I think I want to do that really fast. So this piece should be roughly, let's make it 3.5 inches. So I'm going to cut 3.5 inches. And then I want it to be approximately, let's make it 2 inches. Yeah, I think that's what it, I mean, I know it's covering up the flowers behind it, but I think those flowers were kind of clashing with the others. And I think now it actually works a little better. Put on your cat ears and headband. There you go. Are we wearing costumes? I don't know. Maybe. I do have some nails I made. So it depends on if I can get my act together. Maybe I'll just do something silly. Do something super silly. I think I've got a wig I can get out. Okay, I like that. I think that makes it a little better. What do you think? That works out pretty good. And then we've got this side. And let's go back to what we made already. Did I stick that in here? Yeah. Okay, I did. There it is. So I started the live stream making this little concertina, little fold over out of a piece of scrapbook paper, one of Norella's images, and I stamped the image here. And then I made this little pocket page and a collage page. Man, my nose itches today. Is it somebody's coming with a hole in their pants? I don't, oh, I think I had a unicorn. I have the unicorn headband. I do. I have the unicorn headband. I have this. So I don't know if the batteries still work. I'll have to, I know it has, oh, they do. Look here. Can you see it? I'll have to change my, we'll wear this next week. All right, can you see the lights? Did the lights light up? You forgot it was Monday? All right. So that was what we made today. And then next week, I think what I plan to do is spend a little time and finish the pages that I want to put in here, or at least the ideas that I want in here. And so I can work on the cover. I'm trying to come up with some ideas I want to do on the cover. But this is some of what I'm making for this little journal. I'm using an old Reader's Digest for the cover. I think I'm going to get off here early. I'm a little tired today, but I hope you enjoyed just kind of hanging out with me for a little while. We're going to do the raffle here in just a moment. So if you haven't already logged into the raffle by typing !raffle. Thank you so much. So I'll have to wear my pink next week. Always said a visitor was coming. There you go, Sheila. I couldn't remember. Someone was coming. I think I need to go rest. Henry will be home here shortly, and we'll have some dinner. He made dinner last night. Had basically a chicken Alfredo. It was pretty good, so we're having it for leftovers tonight. But I hope you like this. We're going to do the raffle here in just a moment. I'm waiting till the boss fight is over, and I'll go that. So I'll be back next week. We'll work on this some more. And then the following week, the first Monday in November, I'll be making a journal with the new music kit. So be on the lookout for that. And what else? be checking my website. I should be posting on social media when I get all of the music kit put up. I just got the rubber stamps put up, and I plan to put a couple more up over the next couple of days. What else? I think that's about it. Some stencils. Alrighty, let's see who won the giveaway. And the winner of a $10 off coupon code is Sheila. Congratulations, Sheila. I'll get that coupon code sent over to you here in just a little bit. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a part of my live stream. I greatly appreciate it. I hope that you have an amazing week, that you do something fun and creative. Do something to lift someone else up, an act of kindness, if you will, to encourage people to be kind to others. Y'all have a great week. And again, I want to thank you so much. Yay! So glad you came in, Sheila. All right. Well, we're going to get off here, and y'all have an amazing night. Lots of love to each and every one of you. Bye, everybody.